Hello and welcome to the channel. This is going to be one of many Minecraft videos that I'm going to be doing, but this is one that I just thought I'd start with, in ATM9 To The Sky. I will be joined eventually by a friend who's currently ill, so he won't be hopping on right now because he can't talk, but we will be sort of competing against each other. Most probably to race towards the All the Mods star, but that probably won't be for a couple of days yet, so you're going to be stuck with me. The idea behind this is I sort of played it a little bit with him before and we did a couple of videos, but then decided it's better to sort of do it separately. So my first plan of action is just try to make the island just a little bit bigger for now, as this is not currently ideal. Just take the dirt and drop it one down. I probably should have took some dirt from the spawn just to give me a bit more to work with, but there's no problem. Kind of want to place it too, just to make sure it's a little bit easier when I sort of say I need to dig down and place something. It is just easier to have it doubled. But the aim anyway is to eventually get to the star and possibly the creative. I'm not too sure what any of that is, to be completely honest. But the aim is just to work through it all, try with different mods, any of the mods that I currently understand. So I know mystical agriculture, bees I know a little bit, Project E I sort of know some bits of that. Some of the tech mods I've got a slight understanding of, and I do quite like the magic, like Botania and stuff. I've managed to do quite a bit of Botania in other mod packs. So I'll get all of this beginning stuff just because it does help. If we go here, I can claim all of this. Claim that. And get myself some free food. So from here, there's no point me, I don't think really. Where's my centre block? Is that it? Right, I'm going to leave the centre block open just so I know which block that is. That's one side. I need to go out a little bit more. So the beginning of this mod pack is a little slow, a little tedious. It's constant sieving and stuff, which does take a bit of time. So any of those more boring parts to do, I will try and just skip those out as much as I can, just so it's more mod related than just sort of watching me just sit and hit the ground for pebbles. So I'll keep some of that. Get a crafting bench down. I'm going to get a chest as well, just to start off. Right, so you've got these getting started quests, which are sort of the basics of it. So an oak barrel, I'm going to need one of those eventually, and a crucible at some point. No, I don't know what I'm doing here with all these random clicks. So I'll stick that down there for now. And basically at the start of this, that's the way I sort of go about getting wood and stuff. You can twerk, you've got the twerk mod, basically you just twerk and it grows everything for you quickly. Have I just lost all of that? No, I didn't. So I'm just going to work through a bit of this now quickly. Let's get them grown. Let's get a crook made. Ooh. They break quite quickly. I'll make a couple of them. This is just so I can get some string quite early on, so I can make some beds before we get to the phantom. This phantom spawning in. It's a big pain in the arse. But right now, should be okay. They shouldn't be spawning in. No. So when you crook the leaves, it'll give you these silkworms. Should I get a couple more first? Yeah, try to get a few more first. So you crook the leaves, it'll give you the silkworms. Then when you get a fresh tree that's got the leaves, just spam your shift button. Then you can place these onto the leaves, and it basically infests it. So once it's infested all of the leaves around the rest of the tree, then I can crook them again and get string from it. The way that you get your stone, let me throw some of this in there for a minute. I'll tell you what, I'll chuck all of that. Keep the pebbles out. So you basically just shift and click. You can click to make it do it faster, but if you just hold it, it will do it. As long as you've got nothing in your hand. And this is the way you get started with all your stones, your cobblestone, granite, diorite and whatnot. And basically one of the first things I'm going to aim to try and do is get a cobblestone generator, because it saves me doing all of this. You don't have to mess about with the pebbles quite as much. You will obviously still get pebbles when you start to sieve, but that's not really a big problem. So that's done. I'll get the crook. And that should still give you... There goes the worms, just fell off. Right, let's go. Got some string. 3 for a bed. No. 3 and 3. I suppose I'll just stick the bed there for now. And let's sleep through the night a little bit. And grab the quests that we've got here. So with this oak barrel, you can make your clay. Fill it with water, and then you get dust and turn it into clay, but we're not currently at that part. So we'll show you this. If you're in the inventory, you can just press K and it will automatically just compact them instead of you needing to go like a crafting table in there, which is a lot easier. Some of these will come in useful later on, so the deep slate will come in useful, the black stone. Not too sure about them. Other ones could just use them for building, but they're not quite useful, from what I know at least. So we want... Now we can grab a couple more cobblestone from there, and you can compact your cobblestone. If you do 9 like that, it'll turn it into a ×1 block. I need some sticks, and I'll show you what you can do with that shortly. I just need to make myself... I haven't got enough. I'm going to have to grab myself a bit more cobblestone. Get out my hand. So this is the long part. Just doing this constantly, trying to get some pebbles. I have watched a couple of people on YouTube who've got like an auto clicker for this, which probably would be ideal, but I thought I'd just leave it. Eat some food quick. Let's compact my stone pebbles down again, so that's 5. I just need 2 more of these. 1, 2. To make a compressed stone hammer. You can put that block down and hammer it, and it'll turn that into gravel. And if you compact it again, break it, turns to sand, do it again, and it'll turn into dust. So we're completing a few of these now. There is another thing that you can do with dirt to get yourself some coarse dirt. Some extra dirt. You're basically duplicating your dirt. So if I break these 4 blocks, okay, that's just 3. Get your gravel like that. I don't know why I've done that. And again, put them down and you hit them with the hoe. Turns it back into dirt. It's just a faster way, basically, of getting yourself dirt, so do it again. Hoe it, and I've still got this dirt here. Where's that other side bit? There. So that's one of the things I'll be doing. Obviously, when I said I'll leave all of the boring bits to do off camera, I shall sort my dirt and sort of a bigger platform out in a second, just after I work through a couple of these. So I'm going to need an iron sieve. Why is all of this on here? That's all from the previous playthrough that we did. Let's clear all of that off. And that's cleared. So we want an oak sieve, string mesh. I could turn it now. Yeah, I'll probably do that now. Gravel. I don't actually have enough. Oh, there we go. So again, with my compressed stone hammer, that turns that into sand. Do it again with 1, and it'll turn that all into dust. Now an oak sieve. I need slabs, sticks. I'll stick that there for now, and I've got enough string to make a mesh. So basically the aim of it is, at the start, to get your resources. You sit here and you just basically sieve, and it'll give you a certain range of materials. If I show you in the JEI, it is, so the sieve uses sieve. So if you're sieving dust, it'll give you these items. at different, obviously you got flint, iron, gold, diamond and netherite. Each one gives you different things. Some of the earlier stages will give you different things than the above. You can do crushed netherrack, which will give you all of these items. Gravel is the main one we're going to be doing, which will give you all of your ores. What was that one? That one was sand. We'll give you your Certus quartz, which we're going to be using later on in the pack to do applied energistics. I don't know too much about applied energistics, so I'm going to be working it out as I go. I usually use refined storage, but I thought I'd switch it up a little bit. Let's get the dirt, see if I can do that grass one. I don't know why I thought I was going to do the grass one off one, but we'll get rid of them. So what I'll do now is I'll come back once I've maybe worked through a couple of these, but once I've sort of set up the platform that we're on and built the platform a little bit bigger, I will come back then. And I'm back quickly just to show you what I've done so far. This isn't going to be staying like this. I will design it a little bit better. But I've done a 25 by 25 circle as the base. Just done some furnaces and got myself some coal from sieving and just separated my chests out. Done a little bit of sieving, not too much. I've managed to get myself 9 sieves and a whole lot of gravel from the cobblestone generator. I'm going to be upgrading that to the Mark II shortly. Just wanted to hop on and show you what I've been doing. So I've got these copper and iron, and I've made a copper ore hammer, which you do 9 copper ingots to make 2 blocks, and then put the sticks going up here and the copper blocks going there, and I use a wand to place the stuff down, right click, and it sort of places it. I'll show it while I'm swapping the cobblestone, hammering the cobblestone into gravel. But basically my plan is to double the ores that I'm getting by doing this. So 1 raw iron will turn into 2, so it basically just doubles. And the only reason I'm doubling the copper is for the sake of making these hammers. I can make as many hammers as I want as long as I'm getting copper, and that's sort of my plan. So I've got through a bit of this starting off quest tab, I suppose, the getting started. The plan is, hopefully before I'm back, is to sieve a bit more and possibly have a cobblestone generator, and I'd like to have a simple compacting drawer on top of this, because then I won't have to compact it manually to turn it into the 1 times cobblestone. And I'll move it over here and have a simple compacting for the gravel, so I can quickly turn it into sand, do the same for sand, to turn it into dust. And that's basically the plan for now, and just getting a lot more resources from sieving. So I will hop back in once I've done that. And I'm back again. Just another quick update to show you what I've been doing. So I've done a 5 by 5 of sieves, got them all up to iron mesh. I did what I said I'd do, so basically it's a bit easier now if I want to, oh dear, if I want to do any sieving, I can literally just grab it straight out of there. Grab the 1 times cobblestone straight out of there, use the hammer to turn it into gravel, stick the gravel in there, then I can grab the 1 times to sand, 1 times to dust. That just makes everything a little bit faster and easier for me to do. I've also decided to pipe some cobblestone over into my crucible to try and fill up this tank, so then I can just grab obsidian. So you basically just put your trapdoors on either side like that, close it up, pipe in using the fluid pipes from the pipes mod. The lava is pumped into there, and all I do is basically just click that and it pops out a piece of obsidian, and it'll just semi-automated obsidian farm basically. I also use the squeezer, so you have to sieve dirt to get grass seeds, use the grass seeds to make moss blocks, and sieve the moss blocks and you'll get a mineral sapling. Then I just place that to get the mineral. I was using the squeezer for the for my ores, but I tried to make it a little bit quicker by auto sending the, so that's a log in there at the minute, and when you crush it and use a pipe, it'll fill up the singularity tank with the, I can't remember what it's called, let me have a look, mineral resin bucket. So I had to use that because this was a bit slow, so I was basically using the pressure plate to pop it back up automatically, and then you basically jump on it, it'll go down, give you 2 raw iron from 1, so it's doubled it, jump on that again, it pops it up, and that auto feeds it back in. But that was taking too long, so I got the mineral, you get a bucket of it, stick it into there, and that'll dry it. This is a drying basin. Then once you pop out once it's ready, you pop that out, you get a couple of them, and then you can craft a few of these energy batteries. Now, the reason I need the energy batteries is to make the mechanical squeezer. I need to grab this up so I can use that. So we get the mechanical squeezer there, and I also need the generator, which I'm missing that. Right, so now we've got a coal generator, just stick it there for now. Then we've got, where's it gone, mechanical squeezer next to it. Now I want the chest, just to see if I can sort of pump it through and pump it out without having to do too much myself. So I'll get rid of this. This was basically just my idea to make it a bit quicker and easier. So grab some coal from in here. These are all of the resources that I managed to gather, not too much. I've also already ran out of my iron, which it's not a good thing. Need to try and get myself a little bit more. So now I can try item pipe there. Stick my chest on the top of that. Also need to pipe that bit. Yeah, so that's automatically pumped it into there. That's turning it into 2, not every time, but a lot of the time it'll turn it into 2. Then possibly, has it got an auto? No. So I can try with another chest here. Put that there. Pipe that. That should pump them out. Oh no. So that's just taking the iron ore straight out. It's not convenient. Let's have a look. Didn't mean to do that. Let's have a look if doing it from the bottom might work a little bit better. Yeah. So all of the iron's done, and then that'll drag it out. So you have to pipe it out through the bottom, which isn't too much of a problem. I've also managed to get through a couple more of these quests that are on here. So you've got this bulk haunting, which you can use crate, as it says there, to convert sand to soul sand. From a guy that I've watched, I've not figured it out myself. A guy called System Collapse. I watched a little bit of the way that he does his automating of all of his resources, so I will be using his setup for that. But all I need to do now, by the time I do the next episode, I will have sieved plenty of ores, so that you don't have to watch me do that. Just grab all the ores out and chuck them in that chest, because I know how boring it can get just sitting and having to watch that, because I'm the one that's sitting and having to do it. Wait, there's some more there. So after it's come out of there, again, you just use the ore hammer. So it's getting close to, sometimes you can quadruple your resources that you get, which can come in handy. So by the time I come to the next episode, hopefully I'll have plenty of resources and we can just get to playing the game and working through some mods. So thank you for watching the first video. I appreciate any support that I get on the videos, and I'll see you in the next one.